sold out in many, almost all of the choices, and has been since January. This is a nice, easy to get into, easy to fit, so think about gifting, stretch beaded bracelet. Each bead is 10 millimeters. They're done in bronze, and then anytime you see sterling silver, or it's rhodium, in the silver, black rhodium, anytime you see the black, which is huge, that's really happening in jewelry right now.
It's that beautiful gunmetal color right now.
If you see gold, it's always 18 karat yellow gold or rose gold in this case. So here are your choices on a $12.50 easy pay, so feel free to get multiples, and there are two sizes, which we'll talk about in just a moment. Right here, we have the multicolored. So you're gonna get silver, yellow gold, that beautiful gunmetal, the rose, already most popular. Usually that one is the first to sell out. We just got these back in stock. You can do all in rose, or if you're gonna do multiples, do this one and then pick your other favorite and do it on the side of it.
Love that idea, Terry.
Rose is our most limited, only 150 remain. We have them in the black, super chic, super elegant. You are going to be ahead of the trend with that one. Then we have the yellow. We have all silver, and then we have the two-tone, which is the silver and yellow gold. A $12.50 easy pay. How do we choose the size?
So there's two sizes, and one is, I think it's a small average and an average large. So you're looking at the rose there, that's the small average, where you're looking at the multicolored one, which is the average large, just to show you the difference of them, so they put them on the bus for
I mean, look how great they look on. They're as easy as can be to just roll on and roll off. You have 30 days to exchange if you need to get a different size, but they're gonna be really easy because there's no clasp, there's nothing to mess with.
I negotiated my heart out with the factory, with our buyers. They negotiated with me. We wanted to make this affordable. This is so high-end looking. It's the type of bracelet you'd find in all in 18 karat gold, and it would be cost prohibitive. Now, why I wanted this affordable was layering is a huge trend. So why buy one when you can buy more than one and still not break the bank? And I love that. This is about a layering trend right now going on. Great gifts, but also a color story. I always want to represent the colors. When you go to any jewelry store, they're gonna show you yellow, white, maybe rose. They're not gonna show you black, because black is something that we're doing. It's that beautiful gunmetal color. And then we have a two-tone. Two-tone always refers to, on your wrist, the yellow and white, which is always so popular. And then of course the multicolored, 4 colors, which is the yellow, white, rose, and the black. Now I love the fact that it stretches, because you don't need a clasp on that, and you just put it on very easily. It's very strong. I just think this is one of the most beautiful bracelets, and I love the fact that it's affordable. You don't often hear Italian and affordability, do you?
No, because it is the best that you can get.
Yes.
And now let's talk about bronze. For somebody who's going, wait, bronze, I'm familiar with silver, I'm familiar with gold, what about bronze?
So bronze is the most wonderful alloy that was created through years of trial and error. We have our own proprietary brand of proprietary alloy of bronze. It is nickel-free, tarnish resistant. We know the coating, the layer of the metal of the gold that we have to put on this. So we put a thick layer of gold over the bronze. It can be heavy. It can be, it's more durable. So everything about that is what I love so much about this new bronze. And it allows you to delve into Italian jewelry without having to buy 18 karat gold solid through and through. This is
Which is impossible anymore.
One of these bracelets is about 30 grams. 30 grams in 18 karat gold would be thousands of dollars, and you don't have to spend that right now. You can get multiple, but no one's gonna think you spent $50, $49.98 on one of those bracelets. If you wore that out, everyone's gonna think that is 18 karat gold through and through, because it mixes and matches with all your 18 karat gold. And all you're seeing is 18 karat gold.
As beautifully as they stack, one is incredibly impactful.
Yes.
This is the multi, and it is going very fast. It usually does. It's usually the
first
to sell out.
Of course, you can't find that anywhere.
Look at the ring. I'm in love with this ring.
Exactly.
I took this with me to LA for our Age of Possibility News Summit.
Oh, that's
And
wonderful.
look at how beautiful that matches back, because they all have the different colors. So if you just wanted to do one, I mean, that's the one that I would do. This bracelet's coming up in a little bit. It's all in one. Look how gorgeous those are together.
That is a combination, if you wore that, could be the top fashion magazine in the world, because when you show just that wrist, you're showing so much about what's happening. You have the layering story, you have a color story, you have the bead story going on. This is made by a factory who specializes only in beads, and they're the best because beads are very difficult to do because they often can get crushed or they have they're clean, they're what I call spots on them that you can't get out. So these are all perfectly round, beautifully done by a factory who have specialized in these, and it's a lot of labor, a lot of hand workmanship involved in one of these bracelets.
They are $12.50 on a credit card. That is a charge on a credit card. They're on their way to you. Here are the two different sizes, and I'll show you. I'm normally a small, sometimes average. That's what this one is. This one is the small average in the rose. So I'm going to show you what that looks like on my hand, and then I'll take you through your color choices again. So that would probably be the one that I would choose. It still rolls. It's not tight. You get a little bit of leeway there.
And that 10 millimeter, by the way, is beautiful. Don't you think that the size of that bead is nice, a nice size?
So I could also do the average large if I wanted it to hang a little bit more, or if I wanted to double up and I want one to hang lower. So just keep that in mind as you're thinking about what size to get if you are going to gift this. But I usually wear a small, and this one is the small average. This one is the average large. So you see the difference there.
Yes.
This is the multi, where you're getting the silver, the rose, the black, the yellow, all in one bracelet. Very on trend, very popular. This is the rose gold. Those always go very quickly because, like you said, most jewelry stores will have the silver and gold.
They don't.
Very few have the rose, and then, I mean, almost none, especially here in the US, have the black. We don't have many of these to go around either, about 140, and these have been sold out since the beginning of January. The black is the way to go if you are a trend setter. That's where you go. Or you just love that sleek look.
Yep.
We have it all in the yellow gold. Also very popular, about 450 remaining. You can do all in the silver, less than 300 remain, and the two-tone is the easiest way to go. I love that one because I really do I like silver just as much as I like gold. I can never decide which one I like better. And I'll wear them both at the same time. I do like that one piece that kind of brings them both together.
Yep. And when we presented this the first time in December, so many people were buying more than one because they could afford to buy more than one, but many people were buying them
for gifts.
For gifts. So not only for the holidays at that point, but now you have graduations, communions, you have wedding season coming up. You know, someone bought this, bought like 5 of these, and they wrote to me and said they were buying this for bridesmaids gifts. And it's beautiful to wear because every one of these looks so luxurious, and it looks like you spent so much money, but you haven't. And look at that on how beautiful that looks on the wrist.
On the wrist.
Right now you're looking at the rhodium plated, the 4-color plated, and then the two-tone. The two-tone referring to the yellow and white two-tone, a trend in its own right. But I love the layering story on this. I love how beautifully this is done. It's modern, but yet it's timeless.
Right.
This is never going to go out of style.
Oh, never. And so easy. You don't have to find someone to help you put it on because it just slides right on your wrist. It stretches. I mean, you don't want to stretch it too far, but as you're putting it on, I mean, you don't have to baby these. We want you to wear them every single day, whether you're dressing up to go to that wedding or you're just in a t-shirt and jeans and you just want to look really cool and put together. This is how we express our individuality through our accessories. We just got them back in stock. The sale price saves you $16 each. So think about getting 2. If you get 2, you're saving $32, and it would be $25 on an easy payment plan.
That is amazing.
J441767 is your item number. Those are a hot pick today, so they're going to be getting a lot of love. Also, coming up in the show, if you like